Howdy folks, welcome back to Black Mountain. Day 6 mid-spring and we're just coming up on noon. I've been doing a little plowing today. You can see I've started on the big field. I'm calling this field 3. We've got field 1 and field 2 are the little small fields we made. And I've got a perimeter plowed out. And just kind of starting to work back and forth here. The New Holland is working great. Pulling this combi plow, just kind of ripping up the dirt. It's working out pretty well. So that's what we're doing today. Cows are fat and happy. Broke open that new silage. Got a fresh new trailer full of TMR. Everything's going well. Got grass seeded over on fields 1 and 2. So those should be good now. That little spot I missed is going to bug me. This thing doesn't drive the straightest sometimes. It's a little twitchy on the controls. But doing the best I can here. And it does pull the plow just fine. I thought I might need the tracks. But it seems to be pulling just fine. Apparently the cat wants to help out. I don't know if you can hear that. Cat likes to ride on the tractor. A little spot. I need to overlap a little more. Come on. What are you stuck on? There we go. Cat? Trying to record an episode here. Sorry about that. Man, it is hard to get any recording done these days. Super busy, but everybody just left. Just got both kids are off to school. Wifey's off to work. She's a teacher. And I worked about, I don't know, almost 16 hours yesterday. So I thought I'd sit down and record an episode before I got started with work today. Because, yeah, tired of working. So we're going to do some plowing. We get this all plowed up, and we need to make a run to town. I think, well, yeah, we've got plenty of seed, but I don't have enough lime. Got just maybe half of a hopper full of lime left, and we're gonna need probably at least 4 bags to get this lime, so we're gonna have to make a trip to town, but that shouldn't be too bad now that the roads are pretty much clear. Still got the odd pile of snow here and there that hasn't melted yet, but the temperatures are coming up. It's up in the 50s today. One thing I've noticed is the grass is growing at different rates, and I saw there was a bug report put in on Seasons about this. And I hadn't 100% noticed that was happening, but it's definitely happening. We've got, it's really noticeable down by the silage clamp. I think it's the difference between the matte grass and what I've painted on with the texture tool. So I need to do some experimenting. In fact, when I get this done, get this line straightened up here. I forgot, I meant to go experiment with this. Just let's go plant some grass. I'm gonna go painting. Get the grass. Let's see, which one is it on this one? I think it's that one. Yeah, like here I've painted some grass. Let's paint a little more grass. Right next to the grass field. And this will be our experiment patch of grass here. Okay, remember where we put that. It's right around this tree. And I think what's going to happen is that's going to grow at a different rate than the grass that we've planted, but we'll see. We'll just bring you guys along for part of the editing journey. A lot of that stuff I used to do behind the scenes, but hey, what the heck. So you can kind of see the shape of the field here as I zoom out. Pretty decent sized field. I mean, for our homestead, it's just nothing for a big farm, but it's going to be a pretty decent sized little wheat field. Still haven't decided what we're going to do with the wheat. I was kind of thinking about maybe getting some chickens up in there or something. I don't know. Kids want me to get the horses here. Then I got to ride the horses all the time. This New Holland and the combi plow are making a great combo. This New Holland's got such good traction, it just pulls it like nothing. Seeded with the John Deere. Where's the John Deere? I think it must be over there by the cows. That little seeder is a little bit funny looking almost on the back of the John Deere, especially with the duals on. I may end up taking the duals off now that the snow's gone. Just haven't got around to it yet. Just plow these bushes right under. Something else I need to check. What I noticed is the tracks on this New Holland weren't destroying the grass. Like, I've got the grass destruction mod. And it's not really grass destruction. It knocks it back a growth stage. But these tracks were acting as care wheels. And I did a little looking into like in-game vehicles and stuff. It looks like tracks are by default care wheels. So you have to add like care wheels equals false to the track definitions, which is what a lot of the in-game tractors do. So I did that, and I need to test and make sure once we get some grass that's tall enough. Because it was kind of silly to be driving through the grass with this big thing, and it wasn't knocking it over. I thought that seemed kind of silly. But a lot of stuff in Farm Sim is silly. What's interesting, why is some of that a different color? It's all plowed ground. That's weird. Oh, that's a shadow over there. Is that a shadow here? I don't know what's going on. I don't have access to this land. It's right on the edge there. I don't know. I'm just going to farm. My brain is mush after working so much yesterday. So we're just going to work on the farm. I know some people want a little bit longer episode, so I'm going to try to make this one a little longer. And I'll try to find stuff to talk about. Oh, there's the John Deere. That's right. I was cutting stumps. I found another stump up there that I had missed in the snow. Old John Deere needs a bath, man. After all the work it did this winter and then running around those fields, cultivating and planting and spreading lime. John Deere is dirty. This New Holland doesn't seem to really get that dirty. I don't know. I wish they would just use the base game stuff. Certain mods will change the multiplier for getting dirty, and it's like, just make everything the same. Alright, so we'll go down here and then we'll finish this little bit out, and we'll come back. I am using the mod so I can plow with this subsoiler. I think is it on the mod hub? Cultivator to plow or something like that is the name of it. So basically it lets you create fields with any cultivator. I mean, why would you not be able to create a field with this monster? Look at this thing. But you can't in-game because reasons. But that's the beauty of mods. Actually make the game worth playing. This seemed like the perfect tool to rip up the ground. See, the tracks are starting to get a little dirty on here. It's got a really good dirt map to it. It just doesn't get dirty very quick. Beautiful. Ah, look at all that dirt. I'm still not sure why that's black over there. That's weird. It's black over here too. Why is it different colors? Let's take a quick look here. So if we zoom in on the old farm here, see that it's considered cultivated. Needs lime. There's little spots where it's fertilized. Why would it be? I haven't done anything to this field. Why is this considered fertilized in these little spots? That's so weird. I don't know. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. Is it because that's where the grass-ish texture was? Maybe? I don't know. Well, let's look here. This has grass, and the top part up by the hill there is a different texture, so let's see what we get. This thing is so hard to steer. Oh, does it change? Yeah, it changes. It's where that one... Well, no, that's the same texture as up here, but it looks... Is that just shadows? Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe it's just shadows. It just looks odd. Where is the sun? I can't see. Oh, I still can't see. Okay, I think that's actually shadows. It doesn't look like shadows. It looks like the dirt's a different color. Let me watch the tractor a little closer. Do I get shadows on the tractor? Yeah, okay. It's just shadows. Wow. Told you my brain was mush. What happens when you're 43 and you work from like 7 a.m. to 10:30 at night? Turns your brain to mush. Work has been just crazy. Just big projects and just nothing but problems non-stop. It's been nuts. So, for those of you that follow me over on Twitch, that's why I really haven't been streaming much the last couple weeks. There's just no time. So, see, today is Thursday as I record this. I've got episodes scheduled already for Friday and Saturday. Try to get a bonus episode in on Saturdays when I can. And then this should be Monday's video. This should be the longer one. And I'm just kind of recording whenever I can grab a few minutes. It's my playtime. Been trying to do a little bit of farming over on Twitch as well, getting a Twitch farm going. Trying to get started on Midwest Horizon map. And we're doing a little bit bigger setup, and we're going all case equipment just for something different. So tune in over there. Links in the About page here on YouTube's. Woo. Although I was just watching, I think it was Duck Zorley. It's getting started on it's like a big blank forest map, Wilhelmina or something like that. Said it was on the Mod Hub. Might have to check that out. It's basically just a big forested island. Or 2 islands. So, I might have to check that out. That's kind of my style. Start with nothing. Not that Montana's going anywhere. This is the main YouTube series right now. I'm always checking out other stuff in the background. Different mods and whatnot. We're gonna fool around and get this whole thing plowed here in a minute. I really like the tracks on this mod. They look so good. Reflections and everything are just perfect. If they were just a little rustier, it'd be great. Really well done tracks. And it's so nice too, because you can just basically turn around in your own length. And it doesn't matter if we're tearing up the ground, because hey, that's what we're doing. Let me just whip right around. The hard part is keeping it going in a straight line. You just gotta have to tap the keys. I can't imagine driving this with a wheel. That's gotta be interesting. You see that dirty old John Deere up there? It's almost brown. Alright, 2 or 3 more passes and we got this field whipped. I'm gonna leave probably make a road there. Back into that pasture. We may get some horses back in there, maybe even some chickens. I don't know, we'll have wheat, so should have plenty of food for the chickens. I hope Seasons fixed the chicken food, because all the animals in the base game just eat ridiculous amounts of food. But I think Seasons tweaked a lot of that. But I don't know. If we get chickens, then what we can do in the wintertime, and we have to be taking eggs down to town all the time, which is a big trip. So I don't know. I'm thinking chickens might be a bad idea. Might just stick to cows for now. A little bit of spinning there. You can see almost down to neighbor Raznak's space there. Go check out Raznak. It's R-A-Z-N-A-C. I think it's Raznak. No, not Raznak. Go check out Raznak. He's doing Old Country Farm or something like that. Old Family Farm. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers on doing different maps. So go check out Raznak. He's doing a nice little farming series, and I think it's Sim Addict is doing this map, and he's actually just down the road there. That's where he set up shop. So he's kind of neighbor. Check out Simulator Addict. Or is it the Simulator Addict? You'll find him. Search for Simulator Addict. He's got like a whole hillside cleared off. Alright. I think that's it for the field. Let's turn off the create fields option. And do we need to do anything back in there? No, I think we clear out some bushes. We'll just do it when we make the road. I thought I'd just make a road like right in here. An access road back into that spot. That'd be a nice spot to stick something. Horse stable or some other kind of stable if we decide to do something. There we have it. Got our wheat field. So we're going to trundle back down here. You see there's still a few little stubborn piles of snow. Haven't quite melted yet. Speaking of snow, I could get my snowplow put away. I wonder if I can pick up the snowplow. This has a... yeah, it's got a 3-point on the back of it. Let's go see if we can just grab that snowplow. We'll take them both over. It's so weird the cows switch positions when you get close. Farm sim is so weird. Yeah, look at that. Let's see. Oh, can we not? Can we not adjust it? We can't adjust it when it's on there? Okay, well, it's on there. I guess that's all that matters. Spun around here without taking out the water wagon. Adjust it that way, but we can't raise and lower it because it doesn't have any hydraulics. Got it. We can adjust it side to side though through the magic of Farm Sim. Runs on unicorn dust. So we'll get these put away. We're done with the combi plow, I think, for now. I bought it specifically just to make that field. Then if the dirt gets, you know, too hard, we can rip it open again in a couple years. So let's stick this stuff around back. It looks like we actually got some grass growing up here. We'll check out the... we see if this is destroying the grass like it should. Should knock it back at growth stage. Did it? I wonder if the wheels are so narrow. It's a little hard to tell there if it's actually knocking it back. Let's see. Where are we going to put the snowplow? I'm not going to need it for a while. Let's stick it over here. There's the log trailer. Is there a room over here? Yeah, let's stick it right here under the tree. This is the pile of stuff that we're not going to use very much. At least not till wintertime. Now, I wonder if I drop that, if it's going to behave itself. Not so much. There we go. Oh, no. Don't hit the rake. I backed myself into a corner here, so let's back out of it. There we go. Whoa, easy. I wanted to stick this right on the corner, but I've got too much stuff over here in the way. Make that around. I'm gonna call that close enough. And we'll just back this back in here. We'll pretty much use the John Deere for most things. Alright. Good job, New Holland. Way to be. Just make out my elk herd down there. I didn't realize when I put this post down in the snow that it was actually in the road. So we should probably get rid of that. Now I need my stump grinder, but I'm going to go get the tractor anyway. So that'll work out. This is pretty much right up to the property line is where I made the field. Hopefully I didn't make it too close. It let me plow there, so hopefully it's all good. But this nice little clearing up here, I think it'd be a good place to maybe stick a horse stable. It's just 2 horses if I bring the kids' horses over, so it should fit back in here. And then maybe something else as well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I really want to get into the chicken business. But yeah, look at this John Deere. She got a little dirty. Just a little bit dirty. Well, John Deere's been working hard. So we'll make a road right here. I do still have, there's a bunch of dead trees on that hill. We might still sell those off. But there's no rush. That's basically just money sitting up there, so. It's there for the taking if we need it. Come down here and get this stump. And drive at a somewhat realistic speed. Another good YouTube channel to check out is Realistic Farming. I think I've talked about him before. He's a real cotton farmer, I think down in Florida. And he farms like super realistic. Just like he farms IRL. It's pretty interesting. I've learned a lot from watching his videos and streams. He streams on YouTube as well as doing the videos. So go check out Realistic Farming. These logs are a little tricky. You gotta kind of line up with. I'm just gonna saw this up. It's not really worth doing anything else with. And you gotta kind of find the sweet spot. It's really weird. Oh, found it. Right there. That's where it's at. Beautiful. Should probably give this all a bath before we put it up. Getting pretty dirty. The stump grinder even got a bunch of dirt on it. So did we make any tracks over here? Kind of almost looks like we did. But I imagine the fake wheels on those tracks, I'm going to have to check the width on those. It almost looks like we did make some tracks through here. A bit hard to tell. Once we get some tall grass, then it'll be easier to test that. So we'll get this cleaned up. We'll get the John Deere a bath. It's sorely needed. And then we need to head to town. It's pretty good weather today, so it's a good day to make a trip to town. We'll get some lime bought. And I think we're good on seed and fertilizer. It might not hurt to pick up a pallet of stuff. Probably get the bags, that way we don't have to mess around with the big bag. Yeah, this poor tractor needs a paint job too. Let's wait. I got all the paint wore off the bottom of it. I can actually get in on that side. Over here, dummy. There we go. You can actually see the John Deere green. It's shoved right back in there. Pick our weight back up. It's a little easier sometimes to get these on from the cab. Here we go. Got our chore tractor back. We should drive a realistic speed. Quit driving like a race car. Probably just park this over here. Looks like my trailer has been moving around every time the game starts. It's snuggling up nice and close to the cow barn there. Speaking of cows, let's check in on the cows. They're doing well. The boys are up over 1,600 pounds, and the new kids are getting close to 1,400. I don't know why their health's going down. Oh, they're out of water today. That could be why. I just gave them water. Things drink a ridiculous amount of... Whoa. Need to level that out a little bit. Drink a ridiculous amount of water. I just gave them water. Sorry, cows. Didn't realize you were out of water. I did have that pump that Season's coming with, but that just felt a little cheaty. I mean, they're drinking like at least 8,000 liters of water a day. It's just insane. I think that's a little much. And I don't know why they keep eating the grass out of their field when I've given them TMR every day. That doesn't really make any sense either, but it is what it is. So I'm thinking, rather than drive through the field, we drive down here and cross the dam. Ooh, that's steep. That may not be the best idea. With an empty trailer, I guess it's probably alright. It's a little rough back in here. Could do some more dirt work. But notice the cattails are gone from last episode. I went ahead and set those so they only show up in the summertime. I thought it was kind of silly to have a bunch of snow on the ground and cattails. There we go. Force it over to the pond. Then with the snow off, we should be able to pull this right out of here, no problem. With the duals on at least. Seems like it takes forever to fill when you're sitting here watching it. But that's still way faster than it would be IRL. It's a lot of water. John Deere power. Maybe. Yeah, it's fine. We got this. No problem at all when the snow's not on the ground. So one thing I noticed when I started watching realistic farming on YouTube is he drives like it's a real tractor. And he actually uses the cruise control. That's how he controls the speed all the time. Which is probably about as close as you can get to actually controlling a tractor in Farm Sim. It makes way more sense than driving it like a Formula 1 race car. I think he's got that set up on his side panel, which makes it handy. There we go. Alright, now you got water. I want to hear any complaints. But if you can get them TMR every day, and they still got all this grass eaten down. I don't know, it could be a seasonal bug for all I know. Yeah, we'll just leave this hooked up. That's where we'll be choring in the morning. Because I'm sure these cows aren't going to slow down any. So the question is, when do we sell? Let's go check cow prices. For limousine. It looks like we got a good sell right there at midsummer. So that's might be when we sell the boys. That's the original, was it 4? But in the meantime, let's run over here and get the truck. And we're going to need to head to town. There's the silage. Oh yeah, well, now that that's open, does it tell me? No, it still doesn't tell me how much silage I have. Huh. This should be silage, right? Doesn't tell me. I don't know why. That's an in-game silage clamp. I don't know why it doesn't count, but whatever. It's Farm Sim. Everything's broken. You just move on and have fun anyway. We'll hop in the old Chevy. Been a while since we've been to town in the truck. See, the truck could kind of use a bath as well. Be lazy. I'm going to take the shortcut. Well, looking at the trailer, it's pretty filthy as well. Let's just give everything a bath before we head down to town. Everything got dirty this winter. Is that liquid fertilizer? Yeah, that looks like fertilizer. It's got the little leaf thingy. How full are these? That's got 1,300. 405. I'm trying to remember, why did I have liquid fertilizer up here? Almost 30 episodes in, I can't remember what I was doing way back then. So if we go here... Oh, I accidentally broke that. I was cleaning it up. There was a whole bunch of like unused textures and stuff in that tractor mod, so I was cleaning it up, and it looks like I accidentally cleaned up the store icon. Need to fix that. So I don't have a sprayer, right? What was I doing with liquid fertilizer? I don't know. I have to go back and rewatch my episodes. Apparently at one point I had a sprayer up here. Alright. Well, we'll see if they got any good deals on sprayers. Or see if I can sell that maybe somewhere. Maybe somebody needs some fertilizer. Let's give the old Custom 30 a bath. fixed up and shiny. There we go. Much better looking. This thing hosed off as well. This has been a great little trailer. Alright, that's looking pretty sharp. So, we need to grab a bunch of stuff while we're down there, I guess. We've still got plenty of seed. I don't think I need to buy seed, but definitely need a bunch of lime. I might go ahead and get, like, I don't know if I need six pallets. This stuff's already limed, so it should be good for a while. I wonder if 4 would be enough. 4 might be enough to do the big field, and I do have about half of a hopper full. Get at least 4 pallets of lime. Probably a couple solid fert. Then I'll have to have a think if I need anything else. Old mountain road's looking pretty good. Get our clearance lights on. Alrighty, I'm going to head on down the mountain. Won't make you set through that. Most of you have seen that trip before. It's not terribly exciting. You can go that way, but the road's a lot rougher. And I'll see y'all down in town in just a bit. Welcome back, folks. Down here at the store, and I forgot just how heavy lime is. I'm using the fill type mass adjustment mod, which makes everything weigh what it should, because Giants cuts everything in half in the base game. Everything weighs half as much as it should. It's just about all this little T5 can handle. I've got a big old weight on the back, and still it's just... It's not super happy about this. We're going to take it slow, though. Hope the physics doesn't completely lose its mind. Let's see if we can get this on the trailer. I may want to set this over the axles. So, as you can see, we've got 4 bags of lime, and I've got 2 pallets of dry fertilizer. I'm going to try to get that grass nice and fertilized so we can get a good yield off of it. Back up just a bit. Slide out from under there. And we're almost running over the other line bag. Got it. Alright. Good deal. Now we just got to do a 20-point turn here. Every time I have to go back and forth, I think back to that Austin Powers movie. I don't remember which one it was, where he's in the little cart in the narrow hallway. Doing like a 20-30 point turn. Alright, watch this poor tractor as we... Oh, goodness gracious. Ugh. Oh, man. I'm going to have to talk to the shop. They might need to get a little stout or something loading this line. This is their tractor. They've got a big old weight on it, but man, it's just all it wants to do to pick up one of these bags of lime. And if I had been smarter, I would have pulled that truck up just a little further. That's right, we'll get her done. Run into the trailer a couple times, just for good measure. Shove you right in there. Beautiful. Alright, let's give you just a little bit of a nudge. There. Perfect. Alright. Works out of the way. Let's get turned around here. So, old Chevy's got work cut out for it, but I think we'll be alright. Get the, most of the lime weight over the axles, and this fertilizer will be up front, so we got a little bit of tongue weight. Oh, easy. Easy physics. Let's not get crazy. Get scooched over here a little bit. And we'll see how she does on the trip up the mountain. Right in there. Supposed to be on the trailer. Uh-oh. Oh. Should go over. There you go. Right there. Perfect. Just hold that right there. Get this on there. This is from Pioneer Pallets pack, I think. It's a mod. Just adds more pallets. Not quite lined up. Oh, easy now. Settle down. Ooh, this fertilizer is a lot heavier than I expected it to be. I thought the dry fert was not terribly heavy, but apparently it is. Alright, well, this could be real interesting going up the mountain. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this heavier than the lime? Alright, let's set the tractor back down. Ease up on that. That tilted back, we've got the center mass just as far back as we can go. Oh yeah, the shop's going to have to get themselves a bigger tractor. That's all there is to it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know this isn't realistic, but I'm going to poke right there on the bag and scoot that over. It's alright, we're not trying to be super realistic here, we're just having fun. It's farming simulator for crying out loud. You gotta suspend some disbelief. Oh, no, no, no. Settle down. Settle down. Need you to come up slowly. Ease on forward. Uh-oh. No. Didn't quite work out. Didn't quite work out. Alright, lower down. There we go. It's on the trailer. Beautifully done. Give yourself a gold star. Perfect. Alright, I think the shop needs to upgrade their tractor. I'll have a talk with them. I'm going to stick this back where I found it. Reserve parking for New Holland only, apparently. Alrighty, let's get some straps on this monstrosity. And we'll see if we can get her up the mountain. Old trailer's squatting pretty good. Thought I had some straps here somewhere. There we go. And a couple straps for you. One over the side. Excellent. Alright, Chevy, you ready for this? It says maybe. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we might need to come up with another plan, because this ain't gonna work out. That is way more weight than I thought it was. That is way more weight. The tongue weight on that's pretty crazy. Alright, well, we're going to park here, and I think I'll call it quits for this episode. We'll figure out what the heck's going on next time around. I may have to... I don't know if I can shift those around. I'm kind of missing my old gooseneck 24-footer now. That would probably work a lot better for this. I'll come up with some kind of plan to get this back to the farm, and we'll get that figured out next time around. So thanks for hanging out as always, and take care.